Oh, this is gonna be fun. Um, this is an interesting challenge that I am doing for myself. I don't know if there's anybody else out there who did something like this, because I don't know of a lot of channels that are into the same type of routine that I'm into. So that's kind of the purpose for this challenge, actually. So this is going to be my makeup minimalist tries YouTube trend makeup. So basically very full coverage, baking, all that fun stuff. It's not what I do on the daily. I am a very low-key makeup person. I just prefer it that way. I have freckles. I look too mask-like and too fake when I wear super full coverage makeup. I just feel like it doesn't look right on me. I think full coverage makeup looks really good on a lot of people, but I just kind of got to a place where I feel like it doesn't really look that good on me. And I don't exactly know why. I think originally it was because of the freckles, but I don't know. I just like to see some natural dimension in my face as well, because I don't really have an amazing bone structure or anything. And I also don't have a lot of time to really just overly be perfect and careful with my makeup. And I think with full coverage, you kind of have to do that, because nothing can really get messed up. Nothing can get tampered with. And with my normal schedule, I don't really do a lot of glam. I don't do a lot of really heavily locked and loaded set makeup. I kind of just do my normal everyday thing. So I thought this would be interesting. We'll see if I like it. Maybe it'll surprise me. It's been a while since I've tried, so you never know. Maybe I'll be into it. So I'm gonna skincare it up, because knowing my skin and YouTube makeup, they're not going to be super compatible. I am pretty dry, not super into the whole baking thing because of that. So I'm just going to skincare it up. I already have some eye cream on, and then I'm going to put on some of this L'Oreal Hydrogenius. Next, I'm going to go in with some Jason Age Renewal Vitamin E. Okay. I just go hard with it. I'm just trying to kind of quickly go through the skincare, because I don't really feel like we need to touch on that in this particular video. So I'm actually using a Dermalogica product for my pore filler. This is called the Clearing Mattifier. So it has some salicylic acid in it. I'm going to go all over my chin, because I'm actually having some pretty intense PMS face right now. And we'll just go a little bit right through here. So now, and actually this is a pretty popular product that I really like. This is the Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer from Too Faced. There's a couple pumps of that. That actually might be too much at this point. But I'm gonna let this really soak in, because sometimes, especially with mattifying primers, I find that if they're kind of left sitting on my skin, when I go in too quick with my makeup, it just gets weird and it makes makeup separate on me. I don't know why, but something about the kind of silicone vibe. So we're just gonna let that all chill for a bit, and I will come back when I'm ready to do the makeup. Alright, so I'm feeling pretty good about the state of my skin. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this Wet n Wild Do Me. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this Wet n Wild Dewy Primer, just because I love the way it looks, and it actually kind of smooths everything out as a nice base. It has the tiniest bit of color to it. So that feels good. So my most full coverage foundation I think that I have is kind of a weird one. It's not a popular one. If I buy a full coverage foundation, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to end up letting it sit there till it expires and throwing it away. So I'm just not going to do that. But I have this Jane Iredale Glow Time full coverage BB cream, and this stuff really is full coverage. I usually use like the tiniest, like grain of rice size amount for my face, like mixed in with maybe this primer or something a little more fluid. So this by itself is pretty intense, so we're gonna go in with that. And since I'm having a PMS day, why don't we just do what everybody does and cover our entire face and existence with some full coverage goop. So I think I'm just gonna add a teeny bit more. God, this is weird, just squeezing this out. So there we go. It's not ridiculously full coverage, but it is pretty full for me. Okay, so now I'm going to move into concealer. I've got some Maybelline Fit Me concealer and also some It Cosmetics concealer. So I'm just going to combine a few of those and kind of get up in there. I'm going to kind of combine light and sand. Those are the shades I've got, by the way. So I'll just throw a bunch over around the nose. I haven't used a sponge in a long time. I forget how nice they are, honestly. See, I'm learning. Once I put all the powder on, though, I feel like it's going to ruin it. I'm just going to put a little more there. And by little, I kind of mean a lot. Oh, it's happening. Okay. So for the Bye Bye Under Eye, I'm going to use my shade, which is medium, light medium. I don't know. It says medium and then it says light medium in parentheses underneath. So whatever that means. I'm going to put a little bit under, spread it around. And then I have the light shade, which also says Ultra Fair underneath, any little sample guy. And it's normally way too light for me. So we're going to pop some where we want to highlight. We'll just be ghastly. Well, I have more skills than I thought, honestly, because I kind of like the texture of this a lot, actually. I am not mad at the texture of my skin right now at all. Normally by now I'd be like caking up, creasing, falling apart, crying. Wow, girl! I am just blanked out. By the way, this is the NYX Wonder Stick. And I literally never use the light side of this. I only use the contour side, but it is a gorgeous color. Let's do a little bit down the nose here. I'll do a little more later because I'll do like one of them James Charles type of things, but this will be a good way to get it started. Okay, so now that we're here and we've cream contoured a little bit, I am going to do them baking operations. So we got some Coty Airspun, which is the fan favorite of life. And we are just gonna dip in. I really do feel like I'm in an industrial kitchen right now. Make like 100 cookies with this. Now here's the thing, I don't really like this powder under the eyes for the most part. I can see why people love the color of it under the eyes, definitely brightening, but I just feel like the moment that I start to smile and things start to settle in a little bit, even like placed properly and all that, it just still feels like my little wrinkles kind of show up. This is fun though. I kind of feel like I'm playing dress up. All right, girl, we are in drag now. We can do this little Tarte guy. Let's do the smooth operator. This one came in an Ipsy bag. gonna do a little bronzer and a little contour. Just had to gather my supplies. So now we got a little bit of that action. Let's do a teeny bit of some contour. This is MAC's Taupe, I believe. The label is all off, but I believe this color is called Taupe, and it's a blush. And I don't know if they still make this, but it's a wonderful contour blush. And this is an e.l.f. foundation blurring brush, but I love that shape for getting right in the hollows. You really want that shit to pop. Oh, scary. Okay, we are gonna soften that out in a minute. Wow. How strange is that? I've never seen myself with that much nose contour on before. Contour? Ugh, so weird. I don't even care for that, really. My nose is okay. I'm not mad at my nose. So I'm gonna figure out what I have to do next to kind of finish this up. Do I look good? Do I look weird? What are our thoughts? Did I do it right? That's my interpretation of the YouTuber slash Instagram kind of makeup vibe. I'm gonna make a video that's gonna be like my everyday routine, so everything that I do, my normal base, my normal routine, and just kind of show you the difference. So hopefully this was a really fun experiment. It is really strange to see such a like perfect canvas and like no freckles, and like the contours really like carved out, and the eyes are really like dark, and then there's liner and lashes everywhere. Like it is definitely kind of strange to see myself with all of that, and then normally my brows are a little more natural, so this is kind of all amped up, but hopefully you like it. It does photograph and film really well, this type of makeup. It really does. So I get it, you know, I get why everyone who's on camera is doing it like this, because it films really, really well. It makes you look really flawless, and it does not look textured at all like it does in real life. Like I feel like in person I can see more of the fact that I'm wearing makeup. Like I think I did a pretty good job in making sure that there were no weird spots, for sure. So it looks better than it's ever looked when I've experimented with like a full coverage kind of thing. I am in the beautiful fluorescent lighting of my bathroom. It's a lot better lighting in here, but it's kind of hard to film in here because I have a roommate and not a lot of space. Anyway, how do I put this? From about this far away, everything looks really good. Everything looks really smooth and soft and like sculpted and just really nice, you know? It looks like my skin, all that good stuff. But then when I come in closer, I just can't help but see all the texture. And now I know that I may not have used the most amazing products for this, but it looked pretty damn good when I first started, like before powder, and also when I was freshly done. But now I just feel like I'm in drag, you know? I just feel like I have so many layers on and it's just so not me. Like it looks very overdone and I don't really want to go anywhere like this, which is weird because most of the time people do their makeup like this because they know they're going somewhere. And most of the YouTubers, you know, it's like this is what they wear out on a daily basis. I just don't know if I just don't have the right skin type for this or what, but you can just, everything's starting to come out and be more pronounced, like if I move my face around. And it just feels a little powdery and textury, even though I sprayed and I did all of the stuff that you're supposed to do. It's not really that it's that cakey, like it hasn't like really settled in anywhere. It's not bunching up or doing anything like that. It's just drying and it's just settling and I just feel like I look old, like older than I'm supposed to look, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like from far away it looks good and then I come up close and I'm like, ugh, my face looks so, I don't know, just dry and powdery. Yeah, there's just like a lot of makeup there. And I'd rather kind of look like I wasn't wearing any makeup or not wearing a lot, and especially not in the skin department. I don't think anybody needs for their whole entire skin to be masked by foundation. I think you can do it in targeted areas and you get the coverage where you need instead of just everywhere and like hoping for the best. I do like the way that the eyeshadow stayed. It looks very glamorous, and I think, you know, I will definitely consider doing a look like this or wearing my face like this if I'm going to some crazy like dress up party or something like that. I will definitely consider wearing my makeup like this because this shit will stay all night long in the same place. I can move around with a hair. Whoa, that's weird. With my hair or like a wig or whatever, and I know it's not gonna like rub off, you know? It's super on there, but for an everyday vibe, it's just not really for me. I just I just don't know how I feel about all this kind of crepiness. I mean, that happens enough already without me really layering up on the makeup. So, you know, those are my 2 cents. There's nothing wrong with it, and sometimes I wish I was oily so that I could like pull this off more and not look so powdery. But I get too dry in the critical areas of my face to kind of like make the baking thing work, you know. And even with tons of skincare and everything, it just kind of, it's not quite right for me. But I had a lot of fun doing this, and I got some really kind of cute, fun, like almost looks like old Hollywood glam pictures out of it just because I'm like standing there in my robe all like, you know, so I feel kind of like a pinup doll or something. But yeah, otherwise on the daily, I just don't think it's for me. But anyways, you know, that's what YouTube is about. It's like everybody does their thing, everybody's on there for a reason, and they're on there to share their personal take on maybe some of the more popular stuff. What are you doing? This little kitten. I cannot, there's no way to keep her out of things. Anyways, enough blabbering. This is kind of maybe like an hour into wearing it. And it does look really cute from afar, and it looks super glam, and I feel like this glorious drag doll. But yeah, once I just get up close, it just doesn't really feel like me, which can be exciting for a lot of people. But for me, I'm more into looking like myself, but better. So, you know, you can kind of take what you want out of one person's perspective versus the other. Okay, that's enough. I am done with this. I think I'm gonna wipe all this off and see you later.